Evening settles like warm ash over the sacred city of Amma. Within the Gyliam tavern, laughter swells, tankards ring, and the air hums with secrets disguised as idle conversation. At the far end of the tavern, beneath a beam of soft amber light, Gyliam himself entertains a cluster of merchants with a polished smile, but he glances only intermittently at them. His true attention tracks the shadow that drifts along the wall. Kalik-Amayi has entered. He does not draw attention. He never does. He moves like a fold in the room itself. A server nearly bumps him, then frowns in confusion, unsure why she stepped aside. Kalik slides behind a column, into the narrow blind space between the ale casks and the staircase. Here, the tavern whispers differently, quieter, darker, honest. He discreetly listens. A trio of seekers seated nearby mutter about a courier ambushed near the Khan border. A hooded scholar speaks of a knowledge keeper from Amma traveling incognito. Two gnarled old traders speak of the Chow twins and their mysterious comings and goings. Kalik files each detail away. Then Gyliam, without turning, lifts two fingers in a gesture so subtle none would interpret it as a signal. Kalik responds by shifting one step left. Message received. Moments later, a foreign diplomat enters the tavern, flanked by guards, red-faced with drink and arrogance. He waves a sealed scroll, complaining loudly about delayed arrangements and missing intelligence. Gyliam greets him warmly, all charm and grace. Meanwhile, Kalik flows out from his hiding place and slips upstairs. By the time the diplomat finishes ordering wine, a packet of forged documents has been placed in the secret alcove behind the scholar's booth. When the diplomat retrieves them 10 minutes later, he never questions how the tavern seems to solve his problems so swiftly. Kalik-Amayi is already gone. Not out the door. No, just gone. Absorbed again into the warm haze of Gyliam's lantern-lit sanctuary.
He found me when I had no name, no clan, no future. My entire settlement had been erased. Nothing left but smoke and ash. I was a boy, too old to cry, too young to survive. I remember hiding beneath the ruins of my mother's house, waiting to die. The air smelled of metal and burnt grain. I could not feel my hands. I could not feel anything. And then, he appeared. He didn't walk toward me like a rescuer. He approached as one who recognizes a tool, lying unused in the dirt. He offered me food, shelter, a place where no one would ask questions, a purpose. It was not kindness. Gyliam does not deal in kindness, but he gave me function when I was nothing. And for a man like me, function is life. I learned quickly. I listened when others bragged. I stepped where others stumbled. I disappeared when others demanded attention. I became what he required. People think loyalty is love. They assume devotion comes from affection. But devotion can come from far colder places. Gyliam gave me a world to move in, a reason to breathe. A debt like that does not diminish. It grows. Some have asked, but after all these years, does he care for you? As more than a servant? That does not matter. I am his shadow, his hand where he cannot reach, his silence where he cannot speak, his blade where he will not stain himself. Gyliam shaped me from ruin. Purpose binds deeper than affection. Devotion. Devotion is simply the shape of the debt I'll never repay.